Today the topic which we are going to study is the first chapter of class 9 geography book, that is India, its size and location. Before going into the details of the chapter, I would also like to tell you that you can put your comments and questions in the comment section in my YouTube channel. Please subscribe it and follow the lecture. To begin with the class, I would like to show you some diagrams. Here is the first diagram, this is the second and this is the third. These three diagrams will help you to build the concept to understand the basic of the chapter. Let us begin with the chapter. First thing that we are going to learn is the term latitude. Latitude. How we are going to remember it? How are we going to remember this latitude term? All the lines, all the horizontal lines on the surface of the earth which all are sleeping, which all are lying down on the surface of the earth. It's very simple and very easy to remember. All such lines, those who are sleeping on the surface of the earth, like this, always sleeping, these are latitudes, right? Easy to remember. Which are latitudes? The sleeping lines and the vertical lines. And the vertical lines, as you can see here, are the longitudes. Means whichever the line are always standing on the surface of the earth. This is just a simple technique for you all to remember that all the sleeping lines are known as latitudes and all the standing lines are longitudes, but not for your definition. This is just for your understanding. For the definition, what we are going to write is that the latitudes are such imaginary horizontal lines on the surface of the earth that runs north and south of the equator. We will be identifying which is equator, but this will be your definition. The latitudes are such imaginary horizontal lines on the surface of the earth that runs north and south of the equator. Okay, now I will show you which one is equator. This is a globe. Let us consider this as globe. The central latitudinal line that is dividing the earth into two halves. One half is this one and the other half is this one. This central line is called equator, the central latitudinal line, and this central latitudinal line is having a value of 0 degree. Clear? Right? So what is the definition? The latitudes are such imaginary horizontal lines on the surface of the earth that runs north and south of the equator. Which runs, this is the equator, which runs north of the equator and which goes south of the equator. How will we say? Because the numbers are increasing from 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, it goes on up to the poles. Latitudinal values means 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 5 degree and so on. It goes up to 90 degree north. Clear? And here also the values increase 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree and so on. It goes up to 90 degree south. Clear? Right? So we got the definition of latitude. Right? Now we will see the longitudes. As we have known that the standing lines means the vertical lines. So that will be our definitions. The longitudes are such imaginary vertical lines on the surface of the earth that runs east and west of the GMT. Now here you have to know, Baki pura definition, every other definition is all same, like all the statement in this definition is also just like similar with the latitude. isn't it? But there is only one difference. Here it was north and south of the equator. Here it is east and west of the GMT. Now which one is GMT? Let us see. The central vertical line, the central vertical line that divides the earth into, again, two zones, right? This zone and this part, right? Here it was in the latitude, it was what? North, it was south. The equator was dividing into north and south. Now here, this central vertical line, the name of which is GMT. What is the full form of GMT? Greenwich Meridian Time. Greenwich Meridian Time. This Greenwich Meridian Time, the vertical line is dividing the earth into, again, two zones. This zone is east, this zone is west. We have to understand the directions also. As you can see in this diagram, upper side is north, lower side is south. This is east, this is west. So this is east side, this is west side, this is north side, this is south side, right? So the central vertical line is the GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. And what are the longitudes? All such vertical lines that goes eastwards and westwards from the GMT. Clear? Like this is 0, so the values will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on up to 180 degree. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 so on up to 180 degree. Right? So we are clear with the definitions. Now as we are clear with the definitions and also we are clear with the GMT and equator, we will be understanding a new term. Right up to this much I was saying zone. This term I was using. Now no more we are not going to use the term zone. What are we going to use is that hemisphere. We are going to use hemisphere, right? What are we going to use? Hemisphere. This means, what does hemisphere means? The zone which I was talking about, or half, right? So equator was dividing our earth into two halves, two hemispheres. One is the northern hemisphere and another was the southern hemisphere. And GMT is dividing our earth into another two hemispheres, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Now, to be very specific, if we want to talk about our country, what is the name of our country? It is India. Now, if we want to talk about India, let us consider it as the image of a globe. Where is our country located? This is our country? No. This is North America. This is our country? No. This is South America. This is our country? No. This is Africa. Is this? No. This is Europe and Russia. What is this? This is our country, India. Yes, this is our country, India. Now, just tell me quickly, in which hemisphere is it located? In which hemisphere is it located? Now, your answer will be 2. What is that? India is located in the northern hemisphere in reference to the equator, and in the eastern hemisphere in reference to the GMT. Clear? Is this much clear to you all? See, it is equator, and India is above the equator. That means it's in north, right? Right? And what was this equator line? This is the latitude. So, as India is, try to understand what I'm trying to say right now. As India is located in the northern hemisphere in comparison to the central latitude equator, what is this known as? Equator. In respect of equator, as it is located in the northern side, so all the latitudinal values, all the latitudes will be increasing upwards, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that it will go upward, right? So all the latitudinal value will be in north, right, as it is located in the northern hemisphere in comparison to the equator. In comparison to the GMT longitude, this is 0 degree, It is located in the eastern hemisphere. This is the eastern half, eastern hemisphere. This is the western hemisphere. Clear? Clear? So India is also located in the eastern hemisphere. That means all the longitudinal value, all the vertical line value, it will be increasing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when it will reach India, it will also be increasing toward the end of India, like this. And all the values will be of the longitude will be in east. So we will be having northings and we will be having eastings always in our latitude and longitudinal values. Is this clear? Is this much clear to you all? Okay, I hope all of this is clear to you all, right? Okay, now let us move to the map of India. Here, as you can see, this is the map of India, right? The latitude and the longitudinal values. So let us see. This is our country, as you can see. Here, the latitudinal value will be starting from here, right? This is our latitudinal value. What is the latitude? The lowermost latitude, how much it is? The lowermost latitude, it is 8 degree 4 minute north. As I said already, all the latitudinal values of India will be in north now. Always we will be writing north because we are located in the northern hemisphere, and always we will be writing the longitudinal value in east as we are located in the eastern hemisphere. Clear? So it is rising from 8 degree 4 minute to, we will go on increasing and up to the last boundary. It is up to the last boundary. The latitude is how much? What is the latitude? 37 degree 6 minute north. So what is the latitudinal extension of India? 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north, right? So let us check the longitudinal value. The longitudinal value is, this is the ending portion, this is the starting portion. So let us just mark the longitudinal value will be how much? It starts from 68 degree 7 minute east. It starts from 68 degrees 7 minute east and it runs up to how much? It runs up to the longitudinal value 97 degree 25 minute east. So what is the longitudinal extension? 68 degrees 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. Clear? Why is it easting, why is it northing, and what is the value? You have to learn this, right? Now we have to focus on some important discussion regarding the directions. Right now you already know what is the direction. This is what direction? This is north, this is south, this is east, this is west, right? Right? Now we have to also check what could be the intermediary direction points here. This is north, this is east, north and northeast. In between north and northeast, what could be there? Northeast. In between north and east, it could be northeast, right? It could, in between north and west, it is very easy, northwest. In between west and south, southwest. In between east and south, southeast. Clear? Now if you are okay with this direction, just try, you can use your scale and you can join these lines. You will find out that these are the merging points, right? And here we can find our directions. Now why have I shown you these directions? This is very important. I have shown you these directions because we have to see what all water bodies are present near India and where is it. India is having in the southeast part, in certain parts of east and also in the maximum part of southeast, there is a big water body present in India. That is Bay of Bengal. Okay, and in the southwest portion, or starting from the west to the southwest, it is having Arabian Sea, right? Okay, and not only these oceans, not only this sea and bay, we are also having certain islands. In the Bay of Bengal, we are having two island groups, the first one and the second one here. This is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And here in the southwestern part, we are having on the Arabian Sea, we are having Lakshadweep. islands. Okay, so kids, how many islands we are having? We are having Andaman and Nicobar Islands, we are having Lakshadweep Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands is located on the Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep Islands are located on the Arabian Sea. This much is clear? Okay, now let us check, let us see, what do we have any ocean or not? Yes, we are having some ocean in the southern part. In the southern region we are having ocean. What is that? Indian Ocean. We are having Indian Ocean in the south of India, and we are having it actually has a great variety of physiographic divisions. Just I want to tell you, we are having lofty mountain ranges in the north, and these lofty mountain ranges are known as Himalayas. We are having this in the north and northeast, right? From north up to extending to the northeast and the east, we are having Himalayas in the right. So as we can see, India is actually a large country. It is actually occupying a very huge area. If you can see the latitudinal value 8 to 37, it is almost a gap of 30 degree, isn't it? And from here also 68 degree to 97 degree, it is also near like 30 degree. So basically approximately 30 degree latitude difference is there, 30 degree longitude difference is there. It's a huge difference, right? So how much area is it covering? Now we have to know that how much area is it covering. Its actual size is, what is the size of the country? Its actual size is 3.28 million square kilometer area. It is occupying 3.828 million square kilometer area, right? Its actual size is 3.28 million square kilometer, which actually occupies in the world, in comparison to the whole world, India is occupying how much percentage of area? If this is the whole land area and consider it as 100%, how much percent is India occupying? India is occupying 2.4% of world's area, right? Now this phenomena, the 3.8 million square kilometer area or occupying the 2.4% of world's area, has made India the 7th largest country of the world. It has made India as the 7th largest country of the world. Isn't it interesting? Yeah, it is interesting. Now let us check. Can you see the dotted line here? Can you see this? There is some dotted lines here. These dotted lines are indicating the boundaries, the international boundaries with our neighboring countries. We will be discussing about the neighboring countries as well as our location on the earth and its relation to the foreign countries and all such things in our next class. Let us focus here. This boundary, if you talk about the international boundary with the neighboring countries, India is actually having how much border? So India's border is of 15,200 kilometer. India's border is of 15,200 kilometer, right? And can you see the boundary near the water bodies? This total boundary near the water bodies is known as these lines. These lines are known as coastline. What is coast? The land near the water body. The land which is located near the water body is known as coast. So India is having one of the largest coastlines. What is that? What is the length of the coastline of India? 7516.6 kilometer long coastline. India is having 7516.6 kilometer long coastline. Okay, clear now? Now let us check another important point. Another very important fact. Okay, now as we have seen that the latitudinal difference was how much? Approximately 30 degree, and longitudinal difference was how much? Approximately 30 degree. This huge difference in the longitude as well as the latitude cause a huge time gap, especially due to the difference of longitude, because you have to keep it in your mind, every 1 degree longitude makes a difference of 4 minutes time. When we talk about time, 4 minutes of time. Every 1 degree longitude gap will be making 4 minute time difference. Okay, keep this in your mind. Now if this is the fact, can you see what was the longitude here? The westernmost longitude, what was that? Our westernmost longitude was 68 degrees 7 minute east, and the easternmost longitude was 97 degree 25 minute east, and our southernmost latitude was 8 degree 4 minute north, and northernmost latitude was 37 degree 6 minute north. Now just check 68 degree to 97 degree means 68, then it will be 69, 70, 71, 72 like that, and every 1 degree will be making 4 minute time difference. Okay, so in order to reduce the confusion, of time, because just see, if there is time difference, like every time it will be 4 minute ahead, 4 minute ahead, 4 minute ahead, all the places which are located here, this is Gujarat. So after Gujarat, every place will be ahead of Gujarat, every place will be having 4 minute time difference, every degree will be having 4 minute time difference. In order to reduce this confusion with the longitudinal difference and the time difference, there is one standard time. When there is one standard time selected in the country which almost passes through the central of the country, almost, not exactly central, but we can consider it as central point, right? And this longitudinal line is known as IST, means Indian Standard Time. What is this? Indian Standard Time. How much is the longitude? As here it was 68 degree, it will keep on increasing, and this is 82 degree 30 minute east. So which is the Indian Standard Time of our country? IST, 82 degree 30 minute east, and it is crossing over, this is actually crossing over, you can write Mirzapur, UP. Somewhere you can find it is written Allahabad also. Both are correct, no issues. So the IST line is crossing over Allahabad or the Mirzapur, UP. It has been considered as the Indian Standard Time, and whatever the time it will be there in the 82 degree 30 minute in our watch, whatever the time has been set in 82 degree 30 minute, we have to follow everywhere in our country the same time, because as there was a longitudinal gap from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, this is Arunachal Pradesh, students, this is Arunachal Pradesh, this is Gujarat. As there is a time lag between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh, and what is the time difference? As there is a huge distance, what is the time difference between these two states? The time difference is almost about the time difference between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh is 2 hours. Can you believe? Oh my God. Then if we were in Gujarat, right, and if it is 6 p.m. here, then if we would have gone with the local time, that is the sunrise and sunset time, then Arunachal Pradesh should have already 8 p.m. right time on their watch. But in order to clear the confusion, what has been done, this IST, Indian Standard Time, has been selected, and all through the India this is going to remain the same time. Correct? I think you are clear. And another information I would like to give, as you know that this is actually, India is having actually biggest, as we can see, 30 degree difference. That means it is having a great length, isn't it? What is the length from north to south? From north to south, the length of Indian mainland, this is called mainland, the length of Indian mainland is 3214 kilometer. Clear? The length from the north to south Indian mainland is 3214 kilometer. And as we have seen, from Gujarat, from west to the east, from west to east, what is the length of India? From west to east, our length is 2933 kilometers approximately. Okay, so 3214 kilometer is from the north to south distance of Indian mainland, and from west to east distance we are having 2933 kilometer distance. And due to this huge difference and huge longitudinal difference, we are having the time difference between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh as 2 hours. And in order to reduce this confusion, what has been done? IST line has been selected. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, I hope it is clear to you all. Now let us see one more interesting fact. If somebody asks you that which is the southernmost tip of the country, which is the southernmost point of the country, now this is north, west, south, east, right? Now here you have to focus. The question is, if the question is Indian mainland, if the question is Indian mainland means this is India's mainland, the country boundary, this is the mainland, okay? But if the question is Indian Union, if the question is Indian Union means unitedly every other things. What is coming in union? This island, Lakshadweep, as well as Andaman and Nicobar. So together the mainland with the islands are known as Indian Union. Clear? So Indian Union and Indian mainland difference, you have got it? Alright. Now, if they ask you which is the southernmost point of Indian Union, the answer will be different, and Indian mainland, the answer will be different. If they ask you which is the southernmost point of Indian mainland, the answer will be Kanyakumari, located in Tamil Nadu. Where is Kanyakumari? Here it is, Kanyakumari. Okay, at the tip of our country, at the southern tip of our country. So the southernmost point of our Indian mainland is Kanyakumari. And if you talk about union, the southernmost point of Indian Union is, and actually it is not is, it will be was this. What is this? Indira Point. I would also like to tell you that this chapter actually covers a lot of map pointing. We will be discussing in our further classes. No need to tension about that. I will be also doing the map pointings for you. So this is actually the Indira Point. But this is no longer our Indian Union's southernmost point. If they ask you Indian Union's southernmost point, it is Indira Point. But for your information, I would like to tell you that Indira Point is no longer considered in any way the southernmost point. Why? Because in 2004's tsunami, it got submerged. Okay, clear? Done? So if the question comes, why is Indira Point no longer considered as the southernmost point of our country, what should be the answer? And that is because in 2004 tsunami, the Indira Point got submerged, and thus the southernmost point of Indian mainland is Kanyakumari. Clear? Okay, so I guess you people are already clear with the first part of the first chapter. So just quickly recall it and quickly revise it, what we have learned. So we have learned about, first of all, we have learned about the latitudes, right? The slipping lines, okay? And then we have learned about the longitudes, the standing lines, right? Then we have learned about the equator. Then we have learned about the GMT, and the equator is dividing our earth into two hemispheres, northern and southern, and GMT is dividing our earth into two hemispheres, eastern and western. And as per location, India is located in both in the northern hemisphere as well as in the eastern hemisphere in comparison to the equator and GMT respectively. Clear? Right? Here we have gone through this in the first part. In the second part, we have discussed about so many concepts that India is having. In the southeast, it is having Bay of Bengal. In the southwest, it is having Arabian Sea, and Andaman and Nicobar Island is located on the Bay of Bengal. Lakshadweep Island is located on the Arabian Sea. In the south, it is having Indian Ocean. In the north and the eastern part, it is having Himalayas. India's border is of 15,200 km, and India is having one of the long coastlines, 751616 km. The latitude and longitudinal extension also we have learned. The latitude is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north, and longitude is 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. We have also gone through the concept that India is occupying 3.28 million square kilometer area, and it is actually occupying 2.4% of world's area, which is making it the 7th largest country. And at last but not the least, we have also gone through this topic. Last and but not the least, we have also gone through this topic, that is IST. Why is it drawn, and what is the difference, time difference between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh? What is the distance from west to east portion of the country? What is the distance from the north to south of the country, and the place from where the IST is running? And also about the lowermost, that is the southernmost point of the country, India. Why is no longer Indira Point considered as the southernmost point, and so on. Thank you.